Westbrook out there with Freak, and it's Durant in at the small forward. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets really lit it up. He finished with 48 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Dragic against the bucket.
He just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Give him a screen.
Westbrook against Dragic. Westbrook dishes to Cantor. To the paint, tries to keep it alive. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Now here's Freak, guarded closely.
There you go.
It's Ibaka. That time on the assist by Freak. Ibaka's got 5 points so far. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
And that did make things relatively easy for him. You know, it's nice to get a win and not have to work too hard for it.
And here's Westbrook following Chris Bosh's three. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Now here's Westbrook following the miss by Chris Bosh. And Ibaka slams it in.
His ball distribution.
Why can't I do
tonight just as good as it gets?
Yeah,
the man just got posterized.
All you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
And that one's good.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Freak. He's got 22. And he dunks it down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's Dragic following the score by Oklahoma City.
I feel like
Deng can't get it to go.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it,
potential
they've pushed
of getting a couple shoes made. I know he already had like maybe 2 or 3. I can't recall. But if he would have stuck with Jordan Brand to where he is now, that would have included the 3.
Kevin, let's check out how Miami stacked up in the league stats over the last month. Steal, 3rd in blocks, and they're in the top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's pretty good company. It points out the fact that they do prioritize the defensive end.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes. Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Elanu lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Freak's got 6 here in this quarter. Miami's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Dragic kicks to Wade. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 6 assists here tonight.
You know, if you're only looking at the way you think his team would have the lead.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 8. Down low. Plays it up and banks it in.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Here's Wade. Back to Bosh.
Come on, Collison.
Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Come on, Collison.
Bosh has got 10.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
There's a screen. Durant for 3. Here's Freak. Shot is no good. Some solid defense from Bosh. The Heat trail by 21.
I'm kind of confused.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Wide side, the pass to Dragic. Inside, Winslow dishes to Bosh. And he gets it to go. Bosh has got 10 points in just the second half.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Now here's Freak. Wade is covering. And it's Freak missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Westbrook. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Easy.
Westbrook's got 10 points in the game. Miami's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Wade outside. Unloads from 13. Another miss by Wade. The Thunder leading by 21. Westbrook kicks to Durant.
Right here. Ball.
Now here's Freak. Wade is covering. Pass to Freak. This one for 3. And it's Wade with the rebound. And the foul called on Freak.
Blocking foul.
That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Bibbidi bobbly, bibbidi bobbly.
Roberson off on that one.
I was going to say, if you hit that.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Thunder just dominating this one. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Dang and McRoberts holding down the forward spots. Gerald Green out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Bosh in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And Freak throws it down.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
Okay. I'm not mad.
And stolen by Freak.
That's 2 unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnovers.
And one thing you can't do is string together those kinds of possessions. It can snowball in a hurry.
Which team is he playing for anyway, Kevin? Missing all these threes, he's killing them.
Dang kicks to Bosh. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Green missing.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Passes to Waiters. Just 3 to shoot. 13 feet away. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
High quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him SHHing. shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Josh McRoberts. And it's Dragic. The Thunder leading by 17. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Freak's got 10 points here in the second half.
Need this showboat.
So for the Heat, their last game a loss to Indiana. Wade kicks to McRoberts. Here's Winslow, and Durant sends it back. Now here's Freak. Wade is covering. Ilanu, the 15-footer, good. Freak's got 34.
But you see that?
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Bosh dishes to Green.
Might take a while.
Got a piece of it.
But all worth it, dude.
Over to the wing.
Guys inside the paint.
Winslow, the pass to Bosh. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll...
Hi, did my man jump, bro? My guy's vert is insane.
The bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Gerald Green. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Adams checked in, and that one's good. Westbrook.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
The Heat trail by 21. Outside Dragic. He feeds it to Wade. Bosh, the screen. Three-pointer. No good from Dragic.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Wade brings the double team. Durant with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nice numbers put up by Ibaka. He's got 13 points. He's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
A different look for Miami.
There we go.
Josh McRoberts comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Andre Robertson in for Dwayne Wade. The Thunder also changing it up. McGarry's checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Waiters in for Russell Westbrook. A nice shot by Winslow.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Oklahoma City.
Agreed, Steve. And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Dragic kicks to McRoberts. They set the pick. Here's Roberson, and it's sent back by McGarry. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and that one's good. Freak.
Go.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
And here's Winslow. Off target. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
Oh, my God.
A resounding victory for them. And, Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control...
Well, once again, you find yourself with a points and rebounds double-double. Is that something you've come to expect from yourself on a nightly basis?
I try my hardest not to put expectations on myself, at least in the sense of numbers. I mean, I can have a great game, but if I start demanding a double-double for myself each time out, and I start to stat watch, and yeah, my game just takes a hit, man.
Your haymakers are no joke. We appreciate the time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time to head back to the
2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge... And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny's...
Well, I'm going to tell you guys my average. As you guys can see on the right side of my screen, I'm averaging a little over 26 points a game, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, just about a block, steal and a half, and shooting 63% on the field, 93% on the free throw, and we got 44% on the three-point shot, which I kind of abuse when I don't have the skill. You guys can see yeah, it's like, it's getting there. So, taking some time. Going to the menu here. Gonna be a rival game. Let's say I don't remember which ones I had. I'm gonna go with these.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Like I said, this time we're
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder in their house, Chesapeake.
And, yeah, I'm just having a good time and chilling. don't want to do that.
Back in the day, everyone.
There we go.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City, just one game before heading back out on the road. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston. They've handled this matchup nicely so far, up 2-0 in the season series.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really a lot.
I'm going to actually look at that because I might... This might be debatable. Yeah, that's a 2. I mean, yeah, I think it's a 2.
Allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Motiejunas and Howard, the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. The free throw drops for Motiejunas. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Oh, an illegal screen there, one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it, and you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
Westbrook against Beverly. There's the pick. It's Durant on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, and the foul trouble coming down the stretch. You know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense.
And here's Westbrook. James Harden getting it to go from deep, and that one's good. Freak.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Beverly with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Screen by Howard. Beverly dishes to Harden. Motiejunas, that's a screen for Harden. Another miss by Harden.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Rockets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Harden with a screen on Westbrook. Beverly, the pass to Harden. Another miss by Harden. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Freak, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Thunder shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And that one falls. That puts them up by 1 point. And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. And both free throws good from Freak. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 6 points.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And so here is Oklahoma City. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Westbrook. 8 points for Freak.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kevin McHale.
He told me one of the more troubling tasks his team must do is to figure out how to slow down Russell Westbrook. He said that between his explosiveness and ability to change direction, they'll have to have all 5 guys keeping an eye on Westbrook whenever he's on the...
Hold on, I'm trying to... Controls. Okay.
Perimeter.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here is Harden following the basket by Freak. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the basket by Harden.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now here's Freak. He's coming off a 40-point game against Miami.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. Westbrook. 4 steals over the course of that game.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. Puts it up from 15. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Durant. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Morrow comes in for Serge Ibaka. Brewer is checked in for Houston. McDaniels comes in for James Harden. Here's McDaniels. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Oh my God, first shot, don't be cocky, I'm a veteran.
Westbrook against Beverly. And a wide open look for Freak. No good with the triple. Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And stolen by Freak. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Durant's got the ball. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Rockets trail.
SMH.
And Beverly kicks to Capella.
SMH. My guy didn't have to lean like that.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Freak. He's got 10. Adams dishes to Freak. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Freak's got 12.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Westbrook against Beverly. Here's
Why
Capella.
Are you on me on a big man, dude?
And it's Freak with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And Westbrook throws it down.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Brewer. Ooh, I like it.
We've got 1:18 left here in the first quarter.
Coming out of the court, it's your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. On the days when he gets going, he can be a huge contributor, and Coach is obviously hoping this is going to be one of those days. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris. Here's McDaniels. 8 points his last outing. And stolen by Freak. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Morrow leading the charge.
That's exactly why that I...
Rockets trail by 3. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. McDaniels passes to Brewer. Houston moving the ball around. The Rockets again can't hit. The Thunder have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. There's the steal.
No travel on that? Come on.
Now, here's Decker. He's guarded by Waiters.
I mean, there's obviously wasn't a
They double him with Freak. Capella kicks to Decker. The Thunder pull it in. Here's Freak. 12 points for him. Out to the wing. The three from Morrow. That's good.
Okay.
Morrow's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Thunder. They're up by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Some of the highlights there for you all.
And Rockets head coach Kevin McHale talked about the offensive force that is James Harden.
His ability to make the right play, the right passes. He's coming downhill on you in the break. You got to guess right because he's going left and right and zigging and zagging.
Zigging and zagging and juking and jaking to boot, man, with Harden's speed. Clark at must see.
And James Harden 92 overall.
I mean, he's relentless, Kevin.
82.
Kind of like gravity in a sense.
Yeah, right.
Ever present.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those
sticking too much now.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Ilanu in at point guard. McGarry out there with Ibaka. Then there's Anthony Morrow, and it's Waiters in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Now, here's Brewer. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Freak dishes to Ibaka. Here's Freak. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now, here's Decker. 9-point game his last outing.
Ooh.
Misses the layup.
The spin freed him up, but he just couldn't follow through with the shot.
And Freak throws it down.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Brewer, the pass to Harden. To the paint, off the pick. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And the Thunder with some changes. Cantor checked in for McGarry. Durant comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Waiters. And a switch here also for Houston. Beverly's checked in. Now here's Freak. 19 points in the game. Here's Ibaka and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They are a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy.
He has been superb, putting up about 18 points per, 12 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Now here's Howard. 17 points for him last game against Indiana.
Now nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those playing.
And that one's good. And it's now 22 points for Freak.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Another miss by Houston.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Tries a 3. Shot is
I was going to say that was disrespectful if I did that on James Harden.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
I can get my man.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat was simply terrific. He had 40 points and was his usual self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar
Durant, I see you.
What a special night.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Free throw good, Howard. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Collison's out there. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Capella's checked. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
I'm going to be pausing the stream here for just a couple of seconds.
Yeah, enough room to take that one in rhythm, but he might not have the touch to make it.
Ariza kicks to Harden. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Rockets ball.
And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. Number 1, the Thunder. In third, the Rockets.
I mean, this is about hot shooting for both these teams recently. Two teams playing with tremendous confidence. This sure makes for an exciting matchup.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for Houston. They get it back. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Harden, that's good.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Now here's Freak. 22 points for him. There's the screen. Now the pass to Durant. Collison gets a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
It's Harden with the drive. Another miss by Harden.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Howard with the steal. Harden kicks to Capella. Flushes it down to finish the break.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Chunas and Brewer gonna be checked in. Getting a little tired, not gonna lie.
Look who's coming onto the court. It's your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Morrow comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Freak. And then
halftime, 45.
And we finished one half of basketball.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
Same approach as always. Give me the ball, let me do my thing. Sometimes guys on our team or coach try to overthink things. It's simple. Just get the ball to your natural score. Make sure you don't trip on yourself when you're getting out the way.
Wow, Kevin, not sure what to do with that one.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime.
Damn, Doris. You're like, wow, not sure to think of that one. Made me look like a real asshole, dude. Very
and
tired.
as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. 25 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Motiejunas and Howard the post pair. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
To the left wing. Houston moving it around. Here's Howard. Can't get it to go. So the Thunder will take it the other way. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that'll be game road trip. Rockets
one in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Clock at 4. Here's Freak. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Double string.
Dishes to Harden. 3-pointer.
Still got it.
And it's Durant with the rebound.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And there it is again. Nice make there from Freak. Freak's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the rebound and the foul show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
And the jam by Harden.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Beverly against Westbrook. Down low. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Rockets trail by 17. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Another miss by Harden.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
That's good. And it's 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Your boy's a tank.
Look who's coming onto the court. It's your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, they've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, Houston sitting there 4 spots below.
And I think for Oklahoma City, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
Well, there was never a question about the talent. I mean, they've got enough of that. It was just a matter of if they could get the most out of it.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And Durant, here we go. And the shot is good. Durant's got his second bucket tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
The Rockets again can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's Freak missing. Rockets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Pass to Howard. Lets it go from 11. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Thunder leading by 22. And Westbrook, here we go. Look at that jam.
Ooh. Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Screen by Howard. Ariza has the open look. That one's off, still out of sync. Oklahoma City's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Got that one up quick. 39 points for Freak.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Howard with this screen on Durant. Here's Decker. Nice D from Durant.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the
Bad
other.
Shot selection.
This run is getting out of hand right now.
Beverly, the pass to Harden. Back to Beverly. High post, Howard working on Ibaka. Now here's Decker, defended by Durant. Decker kicks to Harden. Here's Ariza. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I mean, that was an
Serge
offensive
Ibaka
rebound,
picks one
coach.
up
You
there.
can't let him have that.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Mitch McGary comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Feeds it to Waiters. And here's Freak. He's got 39. Hangs in midair and converts on the double.
That deserves a cinematic. I'm trying to get the perfect angle. There we go. Dude. I was almost up and down. I'm disgusting.
Freak's got 41.
Oh my God.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Why is my guy running that way?
Here's McDaniels. He's got 11. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. McDaniels got 13 points.
He's just too quick for his man. Left him in the rearview mirror and knocked it down.
And it's Freak missing.
Right as he said
Rockets
that, dude,
shooting
I was all like...
38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. The open shot by Brewer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Morrow. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Good boy.
Morrow's got his second basket of the night.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
And it's
why am
missing.
I not?
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Get that.
And the Rockets making a change here. Now here's Motiejunas. Not a lot of room. Pass to McDaniels. The three. And he gets it to go. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
That was such a horrible shot, dude.
And at the end of the third quarter.
Who shoots it like that?
Look who's coming out of the court. It's your
And we welcome you back as we get going. Here is Durant. Elanu in a two-guard. Durant and Collison at the 3 and the 4. Johnson is out there with Enes Kanter. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
And stolen by Freak. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Pull-up jumper. James Harden with the rebound. Houston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. McDaniels and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, KJ McDaniels in this one, he's got 16 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Mitch McGary's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Kevin Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him from about 19 feet. And that one's good. Freak's got 45 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basket.
Pass to Decker. They double him with Freak. Here's McDaniels. And he banks in the layup. McDaniels got 19 points.
Yeah, excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter.
I didn't want to pass.
And finished off by Collison.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
Agreed, Steve. And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They have played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Freak. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
And the wide open shot from Decker. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Lets it fly. Hits the front of the rim and out. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Stone kicks to Decker. And it's Freak with the rebound. Off the mark. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a
lucky win. It was all skill, baby.
Well, of course it was. What was I thinking? Good seeing you, freak.
All right, you too. Take care.
Yeah, say hello to the family for me.
All right, I will.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
That's dope. James Harden, like, say what's up to the fam. The freaking see vibration.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and
I'll catch you guys
Freak.
later.
It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from